the home of the Super Bowl. And this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Patriots and the Bears, and it comes your way next.
It's finally time for the main event here in 2025. Away we go. It's Super Bowl 59. And we will not have a return, so the first drive of the Super Bowl will begin at the 25. So here come the Patriots now to take over on offense. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his third season in the league.
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now. He's had dating back to his first days of playing football as a kid. But he certainly can't get lost in the moment right now. There's still a Super Bowl to be played, and his offense, they're looking to him to be their leader. You can take it all in when it's over. Right now, you got the biggest game of your life to win.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
First carry now for David Montgomery. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. On play action, they'll throw. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. He's got room at the 30. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
The throw right sideline here is complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Desmond Ridder keeping it himself from 5 yards out. And the Patriots are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed, and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handled winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team their best chance to win.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Patriots take over. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. The play Play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Crossing the field, Beckham makes a catch. And he's got room. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Ritter picked, and it's his former Bearcat teammate, Ahmad Gardner, who got it. And the Bears are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Room here to run. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Right back to him on 1st down. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
They're going to look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
New England trying to get a place on offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one. And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on the punt. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This will be taken at the 10. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Bears take over. So now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 47 yards rushing for him now in the opening quarter of this Super Bowl. A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. In motion, the tight end. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. Now hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. And we are back. Biggest game of the year, the Super Bowl, and both teams ready for the start of the second quarter. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Target is to Dotson, and he's got him. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Going right back to Dotson. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. First down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Bears on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Back to throw here. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 17-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. So they need 6 yards here on 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down tries so far on this drive. They'll set up a throw.
Oh, my God, dang.
Incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. They'll look to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. Touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Bears' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. That one was an extended drive. 14 plays all told. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. New England's offense set to go. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll look to throw here. Over the middle to Beckham. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 4 catches already here in this Super Bowl. He's got another first down. He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Running left, Montgomery. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down.
No!
Contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So he jumped as a safety. You might know a thing or two about that from your playing days.
Well, I remember creeping up near the line of scrimmage on certain blitzes or certain coverages. Never jumped off sides, though.
Not once?
Not once. I wish I had a few times. It would have stopped some of those plays I got toasted up on.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feed down complete. Second down, here's an option right. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. 2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Now back to throw. Caught by Montgomery. Touchdown, Patriots. David Montgomery, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Pats are able to move back in front. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is now 14-10. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the final act was the David Montgomery touchdown reception. Taken at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not to any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen and put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Going for the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. First down now, but the clock continues to move. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, he'll drop to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Bullshit. He's in front of him. It's not a
and the Patriots are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that third down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Back to Montgomery on second down. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8. So we've come upon halftime in the big one. This is one of the greatest performances of the year usually, but not here. Halftime of the Super Bowl is skipped, and we are on to the second half. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Bears offense set to go to begin the 3rd quarter. And they trail here in the Super Bowl, but fortunately for them, Charles, very much still within striking range.
Yeah, things didn't go exactly the way they planned in the first half. To me, they appeared to be a little bit tight, made a few errors they normally wouldn't. But, of course, this is the Super Bowl, so things get a little bit heightened in that regard. But I think they have to feel a little fortunate. They're only down what they are here starting the 3rd quarter.
Steps away. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. That's complete to the fullback, Ricard. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. There's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there. You might out of a smaller back. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll send the tight end in motion. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Back to throw. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And he is going to have the Bears first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Now a handoff running through the middle. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
2nd and 9 now. Quick throw here, that's complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Montez Sweat drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And out will come the offense as they take over. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. He'll be hit down at the 33. 5 yards on the play.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. They'll drop the throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. On 1st down, he'll drop the throw. He's got Watkins on the out route. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. An entire season coming down to this next quarter. Folks, welcome back to the biggest stage in sports, the Super Bowl, and now we get down to the good stuff, the 4th and final quarter. Here's a 2nd and 7. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Jahan Dotson from 19 yards away. And the Bears have regained the lead in the 2nd half of this Super Bowl. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Now this offense back out. Their next drive. And we're at the time in this Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the fourth quarter as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A quick pass to Cup. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And finding the tight end, Hooper. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. On 2nd down, Montgomery trying to run inside, but nothing there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. On play action, they'll throw. Got a man, it's Judy complete. Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before. 30. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on a sack. Looking to throw. That's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me.
Touchdown! Odell Beckham! 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Patriots are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And this Super Bowl has been as good as advertised. Probably one of the best that we've seen in recent memory. All even here in this 4th quarter. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
They'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
There is something to a game plan when trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. Tie game in the 4th quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
But sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down.
30 yards there, and of course the first down as well. Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 95 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Here's a give up the middle. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. A gain of 3, 2nd down. They'll send the tight end in motion left. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
And a manageable 3rd down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Bears answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. The extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the driver to get at the 25-yard line.
So the Patriots now down on the scoreboard. At time, a huge factor. And they have to have a touchdown to level this Super Bowl as they come up on 1st down. Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw.
Able to find Judy. And some room to work. And he's going to step out of bounds at the 35-yard line.
A big play there for New England. And even 40 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Back to throw. That'll be caught. It's Cup.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Montgomery.
And the Patriots are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Here we go, back.
He'll look to throw. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we got a tie game here in the 4th.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25.
The Chicago offense set to get started. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. A very solid gain of 27.
Hands it off out of the gun.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Let's go, Greg.
And that's off the right upright. Thought it might sneak in, but it did not. It's no good. And that changes everything here in OT.
Oh, my.
So it's the Bears who will have the first chance to win this thing as we are underway here in overtime.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over.
Well, CD certainly doesn't get any more exciting than this. Overtime in the postseason. Of course, keep in mind things are different than the old way it was. In the playoffs now, both teams guaranteed a possession, so a touchdown here, if they get one, the ball game will not be over.
And partners, we both know many people have called for this change before, and they finally got it. After the Buffalo-Kansas City Classic in the 2022 playoffs, Patrick Mahomes and KC, they score first. Game over. Josh Allen and Bills never touched the football, and people hated that. Now if the game reaches OT, every playoff team has a chance to fight to extend their season. So the plan has got to be, if you win the toss and you take the ball, reach the end zone and score, and put as much pressure on your opponent as possible to try and win a game in OT in the playoffs.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Back to throw now on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Second and 2. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete.
They are into field goal range, but definitely thinking touchdown as they come up 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw again. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. It's a gain of 35.
Well, things now, Charles, looking pretty good here. A great opportunity to try to cash in for 6 on the opening possession of overtime.
And what I'm liking, Brandon, is what I see down on the sideline. I see a defense.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears.
It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And Charles, that touchdown alone doesn't win him the game anymore with the rule changes in overtime of the postseason, but they still went down, scored, got the job done, and now they put it in the hands of their defense.
And with the other side now guaranteed an overtime possession, getting that score was vital. The pressure is now on their opponent, and their defense, they have to play off the momentum the offense generated. One stop, and they end this game.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
New England trying to get a place on offense. And CD, the pressure is on here. Only a touchdown on this series will prevent their season from coming to an end right here, right now.
And this is why the postseason overtime rules were changed, partner, to afford teams an opportunity to respond in this type of a situation, because in the past, this game...
Oh, and it's intercepted!
And the Pats are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Defense.
Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You've got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, what a game this has turned out to be here. Second possession of overtime. Obviously, Charles, they need the touchdown, and now looking pretty good here in the red zone.
And in addition, they face a very important decision if they do reach the end zone. Kick the extra point, take the tie, and send this game to sudden death, or go for 2 and let it come down to one last two-point try.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And that's going to be called for a Patriot touchdown.
Well, CD, they had the overtime answer. Now the question, do they tie it or go for the win?
Well, the teams already knew. The best teams, they made up their minds before they got to the end zone whether they were going to go for 2 or go for the tie.
The extra point by Butker is on target.
And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
Taken in at the 3. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. Well, one touchdown answered by another, and we see those new overtime rules come into play and extend this game here, partner. So now it's nice and simple from here on out. Next score wins.
It certainly is, isn't it? Even with the new rules, this is why winning that opening coin toss is so valuable. Now we've reached sudden death. They get the first crack at ending this playoff classic. Execute the same way you did the last time out, and they will certainly be celebrating shortly thereafter.
He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
Over the middle, brought in by Dotson.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
One or two more big plays could get him in position for a game-winning field goal. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 41-yard line. Really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Target is to Dotson, and he's got him.
And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left. He tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, the defender was right on him.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. Ball security critical now. When do they opt to kick it? Time will tell. Here's 1st down.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
141 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now.
This now a little surprising. The offense still out on 3rd and goal here.
They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Now a timeout called for by the offense. Now a timeout called for by the defense. So as they head to the sidelines, we'll head to this break on EA Sports. And his kick is good. The field goal is through the uprights, and they've won the Super Bowl. And these Chicago Bears have etched their name in NFL history. They are your Super Bowl champions. And their remarkable remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs, you see the guys sharing, the collective happiness. Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them, a fantastic season.
She-Bag got me.